Thank you, Carly. It is time for the headliner presented by Miller Lite and our guests. One of our favorites, of course, it's Craig Monroe from Fox Sports Detroit, former Detroit Tiger. Craig, it is great to see you. You're looking dapper and sharp. You're my fashion inspiration. You are looking really, really good there, Craig.
Hey, Art, if it wasn't for you, like I had this like sweat top on all day today, right? I had a couple meetings early in the day, and then Stan Fracker from Detroit called me and he says, hey, WOW. That means word on what we call you. And they need you, they want to talk to you about Tigers. And I said, well, you know what? This is my favorite show. I better dress up and get myself very comfortable to engage and hang out with Art. So Art, it's not my best, Art, okay? It's not my best. But here's what I want you to know. I love this show enough that I said, I'm going to make sure that I look the par. So I hope for your great show that I look the par, okay?
Oh, you know what? We could go on for the next 15 minutes. This could be a mutual admiration society between you and myself. We could just sit here and hurl compliments back to each other, and they would be sincere, by the way. But you look fantastic.
You talked to me about my show.
You look great in stripes.
You talked to me about my clothes. You said you're the best dressed guy. And so every time I think about coming on your show, Art, I go, what can I wear? Because Art thinks my style is good. So I just got to find something that makes you happy. So I hope this makes you happy.
What? It does. Very happy. And you pull off stripes better than anybody I've ever seen. I mean, that is just a really, really good look for you. I'm serious. I mean, I don't know how many people can do it, but you do it well.
All right, I got ties over here. All right, we did a segment on Fox Sports. I had, in Texas, I had 100 and some ties in my bin here.
Wow.
Trevor has a bin of mine that I would love back. Has about 260 ties. So wow, I don't have a lot, right? I don't have a lot to be as awesome and as perfect as I want to be. But Art, here's what I got today. So I'm excited to hang out with you. How you been today?
I am doing well. You know, I feel good. You know, the weather's getting a little colder here in Michigan finally. We had wind gusts of like 70 miles an hour yesterday, but aside from that, everything is fine. And I want to turn to the Tigers. It's been an interesting offseason. They haven't really done a lot as far as player acquisition. However, your former teammate, AJ Hinch, is now the manager. Your thoughts about AJ wearing the Old English D again?
When they said AJ Hinch being my teammate in 2003, early in the season, I was in Toledo with AJ Hinch. And then I got my opportunity in Detroit. I was like, this is crazy. Here's why. I'm going to tell you why. Because I watched his Houston National team lose for like 3 years, 100 and something games every year, right? But because I understand the mentality of AJ Hinch, the way he engaged me, the way he talked to me in a situation where I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do to get to that big league level, right? Here's a guy that understands both sides and who can merge the two together, the old and the new, and make the Tigers a legitimate contender here real soon.
I can feel your enthusiasm. That story about Simo, you're better than this. I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. But I do have to ask you quickly about this year's upcoming team. What players do you think will benefit the most having AJ Hinch as their manager? Will it be like a Torkelson and a Riley Green, even though they may not be in Detroit? Or are you looking for Candelario to build on what he built on? I mean, he's the reigning Tiger of the Year.
The players that are around AJ Hinch in spring training, they're going to feel a manager that has never forgot and never forget how tough the game was, even for him. They're also going to get a manager that is going to believe in them even when they don't believe in themselves. Mm-hmm. I think that's the manager that this young team needs right now. This is who AJ Hinch is, and playing with him in 03 in the minor leagues, and then both of us getting a chance to go to the big leagues. I respect this man and his knowledge of the game so much that I am beside myself that he gets the opportunity to lead this organization that I wear that old English D art so proudly. I'm ecstatic that this guy gets to lead the team that I love so much. I couldn't be more excited for AJ Hinch.
I do want to ask you a couple of more questions about the team because we can play around in the editing room a little bit with this. When you look at some of the acquisitions that they have to make, do you see the Tigers a couple of veteran pitchers, a corner outfielder? Do you look at Crone? Do you look at Jonathan Scope? Maybe having those guys come back. How do you see this offseason playing out?
Listen, I'm not signing players for the Tigers. Alavila, his son. Avila is a great guy. James McCann, a great guy from a catcher standpoint to help these pitchers along the way. These are guys that I think that loves and respect the old English D so much. It would be increíble, and I say increíble, incredible, for them to be back there to help these young guys get over the hump and share their knowledge of what they've learned throughout the years that they've been in the big leagues.
It looks like at least they're a solid starting five for the Tigers next year. Obviously Boyd and Turnbull, and then you have the kids and Casey Mize, obviously Tarek Skubal, Phil. I always want to say Phil Michael Fulmer coming in, but because everybody was limited because of the amount of games this year, the talk is that baseball is going to go to at least a 6-man rotation next season. Do you see that 6-man being someone that's already on the roster, like a Norris or an Alexander, or do you see them going out and getting somebody, or is that Manning or Faedo's spot?
Well, I think they should go get somebody. Let's be clear. I think you need an established starter who can eat up 200 innings. I think this year, Art, it is so important for them to hit on the free agent starting staff because I do think we need starting pitching. I'm under the mindset that as much as I love, by the way, Daniel Norris, I love Tyler Alexander. I do believe these guys have the capability and the mental for it too, because at the end of the day, Art, it's not always about stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have it here? Can you slow the game down when the game is at its biggest and its most vital moments? Watching these two young men, two left-handers, 95 the most. That's Daniel Norris with his fastball. He learned how to pitch this year. He changed speeds better. He was in. He was out. He was soft that time. Like, he wants to be the best Tiger pitcher that you've ever seen. Can I tell you what happens to him? Because he wanted so much, I think it gets in his way sometimes.
Right.
I seen him be more relaxed. I seen him understand how valuable he can be for this team. And he channeled it. He channeled it this year. And I think he could be a great starter for the Detroit Tigers. You watch.
I certainly will. Well, I'll
Watch
tell
him.
you what. I am fired up. I was looking forward to the hockey season starting, and I still am. But I'm really, really looking forward to the Tiger season to start. Craig,
I can't wait.
Yeah, hey, I can tell. I'm ready to run through a freaking wall at this point.
I know I get excited. All right, listen, Tiger fans.
No, I do too,
understand. I get so excited. I love these guys. I'm pulling for these guys, but it's not BS. It's like I've watched them grow. I've watched them develop. So I have the different kind of feeling that most fans throw to me, and they're on my Twitter saying, "Oh, you're a homer." No, I'm not a homer. I do love my team, but I'm optimistic. I'm also very, very much so authentic in my views on what I think about the team. It's not me sugarcoating it. I watch them every day, or I get to go in the clubhouse. I get to go in the batting cage. I get to watch them take batting practice. I get to watch them take fly balls. I know who they are and where their mindset and their hearts are. They want the stands to be full. They want us to embrace them. They want to win this championship. And I feel awful in 06 that we didn't get to do it. But the process and the the pieces are there. They're there, Art.
Well, you know what? I couldn't have said it better. I really couldn't. Thank you, the Reverend Craig Monroe. I mean,
I get so excited about my team. All right, I love the Tigers. I bleed orange and blue. Like, people don't know. They think, oh, no. It's just that these young players they're understanding. They want this for this city. So that's why I get excited watching Nico. That's why I get excited watching Willie Castro, Candy Lario. Candy turned into a better player. These are the things that I'm like. I am, man. I'm not against them. I am for them, and I want to see them reach that pinnacle. And it is going to be the best day in Detroit, in Michigan. It is. The city will erupt. The city will go crazy.
Oh,
when the Tigers get
no
back
doubt.
to that.
No doubt. I mean, I can remember the 68 Tigers. I remember the 84 Tigers. And, Tigers, charter member of the American League, Detroit's oldest professional team. Heck, Detroit even had a National League team that won a championship. So this is definitely a baseball city. Craig Monroe, we're gonna have to end it there, unfortunately. Thank you for joining us on The Headliner. It's always a pleasure. I can't wait to see you in person, and I can't wait to have you back on the Word on Woodward here. Craig, nothing but the best. Thanks for joining us today. I really appreciate it.
I'm sorry that I took more time than I'm supposed to, Art. But when I start talking Tiger baseball, Art, I get excited. I just get excited, and so like it just comes out. So thank you guys for having me on the show, and I couldn't be more excited about moving forward. 2021. I can't wait to see what this young team does. So thank you guys so much for having me on the show today.
Well, I just ordained him. He is the Reverend Craig Monroe joining us here on The Headliner, presented by Miller Lite. It is the original light beer, only 96 calories. It tastes delicious, and it is available. And it is available for delivery. Back to you, Carly.